Live. We are going to do a new painting session today, and I'm going to paint some of these new oruks. Okay, I think these are the Gutripaz. These are called the Gutripaz. So we are going to paint them. I will switch now to the camera. I change again to the previous position. I hope this will be good because I realized that from the top with all the zooms was not working well. So we are going to keep going. Next week we are going to have a tutorial how to do the skin with the regular weekly painting. And I hope you enjoy that. So let me just now set up everything. So I'm ready to start, and I will put my phone because I like to see if everything it works correctly. Okay, so I will check if my phone wants to connect. Okay, I left a game on. I think it is the problem. Okay, let's disconnect this, and we put YouTube here. Okay, here I am. So I hope you enjoy this session. It's going to be another paint and chat. We are going to talk about the news from Games Workshop. We had some news to talk about, and just to paint. Let me just go change now to the camera that is more interesting, to the camera that is looking at the miniatures. Okay, so let's go to this, and I will put this. No, this one logic capture. And there was a way to put music before. Let me see if I can put the music. Just taking the voice. So there was a way to put music, and I want to see if I can. Is here? No, for video background music. I will put. Let's put a little. Let's see if we can put some metal. Let's see how this sounds. And we put very soft in general. And yeah, and everybody disconnecting, welcome to the new live. And let me just put fashion list. So this is, let me show first what I'm painting. This is the guy I'm painting, okay? If you follow my channel, here I will show you, I already did 3 of them. So this is what I'm looking for. So it's this type of painting. I think I will keep the autofocus. I think it's working well so far. Okay, so you can see this was the test model, and then I did 2 more. So the other one, you can see here. Okay. And the other model. I love this one. Maybe this is the favorite one. Even I like it more than the leader. I like a lot that he's wearing the, and I'm doing this type of leather, so you can see them. Okay, so let's go for the next ones, and after these guys, just I will start painting some oceans. So yeah, this is too much white for the camera at this moment, but this is what will come next. I still need to think what colors to use for the oceans. So let's go back to this one, and we're going to start painting on the highlights of the skin. So take my big brush. I've been using it recently, and I used them before. and I like quite a lot. This is the Windsor and Newton Series 7. Okay. And I like a lot this Wilson and Newton brushes. Just keep. So we are going to work on the skin and try to do highlights and clean up. Okay, just to make the musculature to pop up. So I'm using Celesta Gray. You will see full tutorial on the other miniatures on Monday. Okay, and I will do another tutorial on how I do the leather and how I do the bronze cooperish parts of the armor and shields. I know that the shields were made of wood, right? But these shields have some, as they are sculpted, I think they look good in metal. This is why I go for this. So let's put here some. So I'm using Celeste Gray, and the difficult part on these miniatures is to hide the joints on the skin parts. For example, here we have a very strong joint. And to do that, I'm going to use first a very dark gray. And now I will use, yeah, they call it this metal, but there's nothing to do with metal, this music. At least not my metal. Then doing is I'm applying here a thick blob of paint to help to hide the joint. We'll wait that dries and I will come back to this part, and I have the same on the other side. So I will do the same, and then I will thin down because the paint is too thick. But to do that, thick paint is doing the job, because you want really to cover the separation of the two parts with a little bit of paint. This is a trick for lazy people. Take a little bit of downstone. Don't have to match on my palette. So we had a lot of news coming in Games Workshop. I'm quite excited about the dragons, and I think the end of the year I will start gravitating towards maybe Stonecast Eternals, because I want to do a second expansion of my army. I want to span again the Stonecast Eternals with all the new tools. I have a lot of miniatures to be painted. And let's see how the evocators will look like. In future, I guess we are going to have new units that are going to be stronger than the evocator, like have passed with the retributors in the past. But yeah, I love a lot the dragons, and I'm planning to do one of these dragons. So miniatures that I would like to paint. Okay, these are Be'lakor is one of them. The new dragons that will come. I like a lot. How is called this? I forgot the name in English. The bird with the guy the orc that is flying on this bird. Okay, I would like to paint one of these as well, but this is not priority for me. So priority will be Belacor, and the new dragon. Belacor because it's Belacor. I always like a lot the previous miniature, and I love the new one. So I want him to command my demons. I know that you cannot put demon princes or other things when you put him on the army, but Belacor is really. I like a lot the miniature. Is the main point. Okay. Um, then yeah, we know that Kill Team is coming. There is a lot of articles about Kill Team. The game will change. This is a little bit annoying that they do these changes on the games, and everything is changing. So the new Kill Team is a new game. I'm even wondering if I want to go into Kill Team 2.0 or not. But I have so many miniatures. I will not invest in miniatures for sure. I will not go for the starter box. I will just go for the book. I don't need more miniatures in my collection. I already have too many to paint. So what I will do is I will go for the rulebook and collect the rulebook. Okay, can you see this? I think you can see. We also know that end of the year, most likely Horus Heresy will come as well in plastic. And this one, I will not go for this one. I have some Horus Heresy miniatures because I have the two games they released some years ago. But I'm not planning now to go into another system. I'm involved in enough systems. We also know that there is coming an expansion for another arena for Warhammer Underworlds, another expansion arena for Warhammer Underworlds. These are going to be cards. For Warhammer Underworlds, I'm playing online. I'm really enjoying it, so it's. But I will be able. I'm planning to go maybe after August. Let's see if I can start going to tournaments again. And I want to go to Warhammer Underworlds tournaments. Hi, Maui. How are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining. So just here, chatting a little bit, painting, having a chill time. I'm making some of these gray skin Oruks or Albino Oruks, as I call them. Let's take some of the bone color I have in the other side. So the teeth. So a lot of things doing well. I thought you are doing good too. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Looking forward for some holidays in August, the second half of August. But I want to finalize these Oruks before going out for holidays. And I will try to put some content in advance because of holidays I will not be able to put too much content. But there's still some 2 weeks to go for holidays. So yeah. Is the volume of the music okay? Can you hear the background music? I like a lot these Oryx from the Dominion box. I think at this moment I will just paint this squad. Then I will go back. I want to paint the other kill team from the Rock Trader. And I want to paint the different warbands from this season of Warhammer Underworlds. And I want to paint, yeah, I have too many meters to paint. Hi Essex, good evening. Yeah, this time I'm later, so I'm at the time I used to be a little bit later. Yeah, we went out to celebrate the birthday of my wife. So this month has been quite a lot of birthday because my little son is from the 24th of July. My older son is from 29th of July. And my wife is from the 31st of July. So I had 3 birthdays in 1 week. What is fun, but you end up eating too much cake. So at least today we went to a Thai restaurant to celebrate, and this is why I'm a little bit later today. I will do just a little bit of painting live, and then will be time to go to bed. So I was saying that there is a lot of new things coming from my workshop. I also did a review on the finance results of this workshop. They did a great year, and I guess they will keep pushing. And this means that there is a moment that thank you, Essex. Yeah. So if Games Workshop wants to follow the rhythm that they of results they are having, yeah, this means that they will start selling more and more things, and we have to be more and more choiceful. We will not be able to be like in the old times when we were able almost to collect from all the games. I'm gonna start realizing that it's not feasible to go to many games because then it's so changing. Because in the past was easy. The changes were taking more time, but now having new editions of a lot of games so often, yeah, makes very difficult to keep the rhythm for all of them. So I will need to focus in which games I really need to. I really want to keep investing so much. This may mean that I have to drop some games or drop buying all the books from some games. but there is a lot. Ah, the Beast Naga. Yeah, I like a lot these orcs. Eh? I guess soon they will release. I want what I like a lot is I don't remember the name. The guy with the on the bird, the shaman on the bird. I like it a lot. They are very spectacular. I really like it. These nagas are the one from 40k. Sorry. Yeah. Also, great kit. Are you planning to buy the kill team? Essex? Because the commandos they look awesome, eh? Yeah, the commandos of kill team they really look. I hope the kill team. Well, I think that maybe Games Workshop will start doing more kill teams like the one of the commandos and the Kviek kill team. We make more sense that you put. Yeah, it makes sense. We cannot do otherwise. I think I will have to start limiting as well myself. Too many games at the same time. So we have to be more choiceful. Because I think Games Workshop will keep this rhythm as the volume of sales is growing and they have cash flow. They can keep the rhythm and just keep releasing material for all these games. I guess they will need to grow the design team as well. But yeah. So I hope Kill Team. I don't know what you think, Essex, but I think Kill Team they will. My expectation is that they will release more Kill Teams like the Commandos. Yeah, I think so as well. So that the Commandos are one of the best scopes. So I'm thinking that they will do more of this. If they start doing kill teams that are more granular, that you have miniatures that represent the different guys in the kill team, I think kill team will start being completely different than 40k in the big game. Because you will have more granularity, no? Will make more sense to play a small scale. Because each one will have their own set of abilities. Each miniature will be different from the others. Like in the commandos, that they have put a lot of character on each miniature. So I would like to see more LOC and Star Striders, or even the Geller Fox Warband that was also quite interesting. So I would like to see more of this and stop using just for the miniatures. Yeah, I also think, yeah, I think we are on the same page on that. So this is interesting because this will give a lot of possibilities. Also for collecting and for personalizing and just to have different scopes. So this will be the way that people just buy miniatures for kill teams and not just adapting 40k miniatures into kill teams. The thing makes sense. It's like, well, a little bit like Warhammer Underworlds, no? Where you have the different warbands, and although they have coherency and they look like the big armies on Age of Sigmar, each miniature has their own personality and role on these warbands, and they are different. So I expect that they will do similar approach for kill team. And what I think is once they have warbands for different factions, then they will stop the generic rules for each faction. At least this will be the strategy I will follow in workshop. So let's see what they do. Because in that way you ask you are almost telling the people that they have to buy specific miniatures for kill team. Of course, you always will be able to adapt. Most likely,